Most of us think compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. If I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. And therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols. Therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Well, meditation, when correctly done, has nothing to do with all that. It's a kind of digging the present. It's a kind of grooving with the eternal now. The place where it's at is simply here and now. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you hear. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now and you're doing this, don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand everything. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. It's all just sound. The place where it's at is simply here and now.
What is going on today, guys? Evan Aldo here. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys. And yeah. What's up, Victor Lopez? What's up, NBF? William Rodriguez. Boss man. Okay. So, you know, this could have went a lot of different ways. I think, assuming that inflation came, you could see that. I'll let you see the Bitcoin log. I'm not telling you where where I'm taking profits on it. That's you got to be on the Discord for that. But yeah, so reverse head and shoulders. This could have went different ways if the if inflation came out hotter than expected, it came out cooler than expected, which was a good thing. So this could have went a few different ways. We pumped up. It looks good. This market looks good. That's what I will say. It looks like you can continue to 69K. Excuse me, something of that nature. And I think this, you could see kind of where I went along. I think we're going to continue upward. And that's that. Now, Trigger wave right here. When I look at some of these time frames here, I kind of get the vibes where, yeah, you're probably going to come up a bit more, but that money flow, you know, how much could she handle it? How much can she take? Can she take 80K, 84K before going back? Down, down, down to $500. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, it's like, how much can it take, you know? Traditional markets, new all-time highs because of the good CPI data. Could have went a few different ways, I will say. You know, it could have been a much different ball game if, you know, if we, damn, we had a good day. Could have been different if we, you know, got that bad CPI data, but man, 544. Oh man, this is wild. This is some wild stuff going on. You know, I would say the main thing, as I've kind of mentioned for a while now, guys, next bear div on the weekly. That bear div did play out a little bit. And then we came back. Next bear div on the weekly. That'll probably be the next place where we come down at least a little bit. So, yeah. But as of right now, we got some more upside, I think. We got some more upside now. How much is that upside? That's the question. Is it 69K? Is it 71K? Is it 80K? No say. That's the big thing. Dot, polka dot right there. That's looking good. For the short term, maybe a little bit more ping pong. The alts are still really freaking lagging behind too. Just looking at a few of these. Yeah, there's probably some more upside for a lot of these. 7680K. Wow, AZTV. That's a ambitious long right there. Chainlink. This is probably looking, yeah, in some of the larger time frames, the worst out of a lot of them. But short term, I do think you like ping pong. You know, a little bit more, maybe back up to 15, then back down. I would think, you know, yeah, William Rodriguez, I think I know. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think we still need to come down farther. It's just like, you know, what, you know, it takes its time, you know. May 15th, you know, maybe, I mean, we're still in sell in May territory. You're still high, you know what I mean? So sell in May, and then you're waiting until June for that pullback. Maybe the summer pullback is what we see. But we you know, we got to play it by ear. I would argue that the thing here, guys, you know, you didn't see quite yet, but that 2-day, I think it is inevitably going to come into the, you know, the, okay, this was a good, yeah, just invalidate those blood diamonds, bring us up higher. But yeah, the 2-day inevitably, I think, is going to end up in the gray here. Potentially more of a repeat of what we saw over here, just in like an earlier situation of that. Well, we're 66. So I mean, yeah, I think the 68, 69K, that's in the books. I mean, that's it's highly unlikely that you wouldn't hit that. That's, you know, never say never, but you know, it's a pretty good probability that you're going to get to that 69K here. If we look at Ethereum, that's the thing, that 2-day, you're almost in the freaking grays. So I think you're still going to get there. It's just, you know, And ETH is really lagging behind Bitcoin. You know, it's just that, yeah, how high do we go before we, you know, potentially go down farther? You know, they fight. They fight. If we look at ETH Bitcoin, that is, yeah, I think we made new lows. Yeah, against. We have, oh my golly. Ben Cowan is probably having a party right now. He's probably like, yeah, I was right. F you guys. Buying Ethereum too early. But yeah, 0.044. This is like a golden pocket right there if you guys are not familiar. Right there. I don't see it's going much below 0.04, but again, never say never. So, I mean, when you look at, I mean, what's kind of good, I guess, if you guys are in the TLT, you know, you guys are in bonds, you know, she's fighting because of that good inflation data. We'll see what she does at this level. I would assume she's probably got some more in her. And then that, yeah, I mean, yeah. I think it'll keep coming. What was I going to say here? Yeah, it was TLT. Let's see. True, right there. Yeah, we looked at that. It's like one of the old favorites. Cardano. Yeah, same old. Yeah, I mean, if you break up, I could easily see again. I think a 47, 48 is going to be big. I mean, they're really lagging behind Bitcoin. If we look at Bitcoin dominance here, yeah, I mean, she's giving it all she's got. I mean, yeah, monthly was printing the red dot. I think it's gone. 2 weeks. So, I mean, yeah, I think the next 2 week will kind of give us what we need. Yeah, but she keeps coming. You have to her size right there. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got to look at game swap. Oh, man, that looks healthy. I don't know if she'll hold here. I feel like she might. Like, it's not just over, you know, immediately. The hype just came back so quickly where it was like, yeah. I mean, I don't think you're coming back to $80. You'll probably bounce around, then break downward. I don't know. I mean, I feel like as long as the SPY keeps riding, you have some possibility here. I mean, if you could break higher, you're looking at 90. I don't think you'll break higher, but yeah. What's up, Planny? GameStop has a good balance sheet. Are they doing good fundamentally? How about AMC? I know they did something, yeah. I don't know if she'll get even back up to there. That's the thing. These are. Did they file bankruptcy? I don't know. American Meme Company. Yeah. Sirius XM. There. Yeah, I don't know, that monthly maybe. Let's see. Oh yeah, and the yields. Like I've mentioned, guys, I mean that wick could have been it. Really does look like it will end up being it. I mean, bring more confidence once yeah. That'll be nice. I mean, what are 30-year mortgage rates? Seven right now. I think it's actually a little bit lower. Yeah. And then Tesla. That's looking decent on the 2-week. Higher low. This could be a good buy based on that. I mean, if you compare it to like here, I guess, I mean, and you look at like, if they're cheaper EVs and crap come out, new all-time highs. I don't know, end of this year would be wild if you could hit new all-time highs. That would be like wild into the election. I mean, I was just thinking about this too, guys. I mean, if we can really see the S&P 500, the Nasdaq rally, all this shit rally into the end of the year, maybe a new all-time high for Bitcoin, into the end of the year. I mean, you're looking at a more competitive election than the polls may demonstrate at the moment. Like right now, let's assume election. Let's say election is tomorrow. Biden probably getting slaughtered. Let's say things do incredibly well. American economy keeps doing well. Inflation numbers keep doing well. TLT keeps going up. Interest rates start to go down. Fed pivots or whatever. S&P 500 keep making new all-time highs. Bitcoin does well. You're looking at a much more competitive election. I'm not saying Biden's going to beat Trump, but you're looking at a competitive election, I will say. So yeah. Yeah, they halted trading on Robinhood, I guess. I don't know. I haven't followed that, but it's like the same thing over again. It was done when they halted trading. If I had to guess, hard to say, but if I had to guess, GameStop is done. I don't think that. Yeah. October 23 up 20. Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, just the S&P 500. You're doing well. Yeah, I mean, you're doing well so far, at least. I'm curious about Apple at the moment. I mean, still a laggard since, 20 December 21 really. But looking decent on the 2-week. So we'll have to see what happens there. I just want to like back test this a little bit, like 2-week, 2-week trigger waves in Apple. Ooh, okay, that one no bueno really. That one bueno, bueno, bueno. Not as bueno in 2016. No bueno, no bueno. Kind of like that. Where was this? 2016 was not, yeah. Definitely not the best year for Apple, but second half of it was. 2013, wow. For those of you who use this as a savings account, maybe not the worst place to get in. I don't know. One day to confirm. AMC and Jimmy names coming to crypto avoid wallets. It could be. I think it's a different crowd at this point, though, really. ABT. Arc block. This is interesting because every time, yeah. It still looks decent on the larger time frames. I mean, in price discovery mode. It'll probably peak out when Bitcoin peaks out, whether that will be at 80K or 69K. That's the question, but I think it'll probably get up to 5. Yeah, you probably get up another $1 or so at least. But yeah, what's up, EG? Near doing good? Let's take a look. Yeah, some of these are fighting back. Wow, some of these are really fighting back here. ABT versus Bitcoin. There's not enough data to really give us anything on that. It's obvious. It's a straight line. It would be the same. I was trying to swallow quietly there, but I don't think that worked. Sorry if that sounded weird as hell. This could frickin'... Yeah, I mean, this could easily, like, give us something decent. I gotta draw a new line now. Let's see. Are there any major fib levels or something? Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got one right there, and then, yeah. Let's mark that out. Wow. This is like the only thing I've had to draw new lines to the upside for. I mean, aside from S&P 500. It could hit $10 here easily. I think so. Arrow. And by the way, guys, if you're interested in some of these trades, including this Bitcoin along that I'm in right now, if you want to find out where I'm going to take profits on it, link in the description below. If you want one free month in the Discord, if you sign up to any links down below, deposit at least $100, I'll give you one free month in Discord. Just open a support ticket with your UID and what exchange you signed up for. So yeah. FAIRDESK, I mean, there's pros and cons with them. People ask me, which one to use sometimes. FAIRDESK is probably the best one for no KYC, in my opinion. Best one that has KYC, I probably would be Bybit because the liquidity is so high, easy to get orders filled and stuff. And MEXC is good for the lowest fees. So yeah, it's kind of, part of it is personal preference as well, though. So yeah, FAIRDESK we do give away. We announced in Discord give away the $100 bonus to one person who does one futures trade every week. So check that out if you guys are interested. Yeah, guys, always smash the like button. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. Let's look at SE. Yeah, I know SEI. Oh, did I even look at this yet? Okay, this looks decent. Nice kind of W pattern. I do think you got a good shot at potentially getting back up to... Yeah, let's draw a fib just to kind of orchestrate what I was trying to find here. Oh, yeah. That pocket. That pocket right there looks pretty, yeah, what I would be looking for. So you might have a good shot at, yeah, $1.38. Then potentially farther. SEI, yeah, this is one I have a position in, on spot. Pretty lackluster in recent weeks, I should say. Probably there. Bull div. Yeah, I think you'll at least get back up to like 57. The question here is, guys, like, it's still freaking like concerning AF, you know, based on, you probably want to wait for the next, like it would be kind of a no-brainer, just wait for EMAs to get kind of bright, you know, assuming maybe it happens here in June or something, but maybe, you know, come up a little bit and then into, you know, later June, then you come back down. So it could be farther off of there. I would still imagine a DCA in like June, July would still kind of make the most sense here, because there could be more. There could be more blood after this rally. I mean, we could just hit 69K and then nuke from there. Based on the SPY and NASDAQ, it kind of looks like that won't happen, but we definitely have to see here. 2 week. I would argue, yeah. I mean, it still looks, until you get that trigger wave there, I mean, I don't think anything nullifies this blood diamond. I still think this is going to drop down over the course of the next few months, most likely. So it still is, alts overall against Bitcoin at this moment still are a bit risky. But I think it's going to be kind of prime real estate once you get into June, July. That's what I think. Maybe even August, you know. I mean, we definitely got to play it out, you know, but watch what happens. Watch what ends up happening and how these charts change. I don't know. Gold is a tough one. I mean, I would remain generally kind of neutral to more bullish on it. I mean, that 2 week is a little concerning high anchor wave. I don't know. It's like it's kind of in this environment, just whatever the hell you bought is doing well. But yeah, Solana. Yeah, we're jumping reverse head and shoulders. So that's the thing. Just like I mentioned on Bitcoin, guys, you know, you got a very good shot of playing with old highs here. But the question is, what the hell happens after you hit those damn highs? Do you just go into keep going, or do you finally come down? Because that 2 week, if you get that trigger wave to the downside, mildly concerning, I would assume. Yeah, short term definitely got some more upside potential. After that, not exactly sure. Just want to look at the NASDAQ too. Yeah, all-time highs. Decent shot of continuation here. The other thing, I just wanted to, yeah, I mean, that's the main concern on the monthly, but hey, it may go away. Trigger wave. Metals can stay quiet. Yeah, I mean, they're always kind of quiet. Even when they're pumping, they're quiet. Just wanted to look at what's the technique with that 2-week on. Yeah, you would buy and then you'd sell at the. Yeah, you'd buy there and then sell once. I mean, that one wouldn't have worked too well, really. I mean, you could have got out when the money flow was starting to come back down, but yeah, I'm just looking at the. I mean, there, yeah, that would have worked perfectly. I'm looking at the technique with the trigger waves there. I mean, yeah. It's a good, like, trading technique. I mean, it would have a high freaking... You'd have to wait, but I mean, you know, for something, yeah. Double top. Double top on what? Bitcoin? I mean, that would be the frickin', like I mentioned, I mean, that would be the, right there. That would be the case to be made, and then if you could break above, then you're looking at 80K. So, yeah. I think that traditional markets still have some steam in them. So yeah, I want to look at crypto.com a little bit. Yeah, short term it does look good. Thinking here. Some of these are like questionable, but I think for some of these alts too, yeah, it's just like, yeah, you probably get back up to 14 cents or at least a little bit below it, at least. Yeah, Dixie's starting to give us more bear vibes. You follow that money, those trigger waves. That could be the, I mean, if you did that, I mean, I don't think that would be too much inflation, but there would still be. I mean, the thing with Powell freaking pivoting is like, I feel like one of two things are going to happen. Either they pivot like July or September before the election, or it's after the election. Like, I don't think they're going to pivot at the time of the election. I think that if the inflation metrics keep going the way they are, you easily could see a pivot in September or July even. We just need the SPY to dump down. I mean, I don't think he's going to pivot while it's only going up and to the right. Bitcoin dominance, yeah. You know, I think we got a few more months until it tops out. But we'll see. A month or two. Same with like altcoins bottoming out against Bitcoin. I want to look at a few of the, you know, altcoin pairs on Bitcoin. Could Cardano be bottoming out against Bitcoin? I don't know. I mean, if ETH keeps going down, probably not. But I mean, people have talked about 400 sats, 500 sats. I don't know. This is tough to say. I would argue that the odds that we've bottomed do get much higher once we confirm this bull div. I think that would be kind of a place to. I mean, that's what I'm looking for, guys. Like, if you want my main strategy here, that monthly would be voluptuous, and that would probably be in July. Look for the bull divs to start confirming on this 2-week on the Bitcoin pairs, and that's the time to freaking, if you follow this trajectory, July, August, that would be time to be DCAing in. Hoarding memes on base, been marked a few times. Yeah. Wow. But yeah. Appreciate you, Lolo. The other, let's just look at like Matic, Bitcoin. I mean, there's a few more. I would argue that, yeah, I mean, monthly. I don't know. It could bleed more. Hard to say with this one. I mean, I think a majority of this bleed is over, but you could go a bit more. I mean, meme coins, I think, surprised all of us. I mean, we thought that, we thought that stuff was just a one-time thing with the money printing back in 2020. We didn't think, at least I didn't think that. I would argue Pepe looks a little bit more bearish, but whenever you say this is bearish, it just keeps going up. It just keeps breaking upwards, so I don't know. But, yeah. You would think with the Fed not printing anymore, you would think that there's no meme shit. You know what I mean? With no more stimulus checks, you would think memes are done. But, I mean, there were always meme coins. There was always meme stuff in crypto, but it was just much less, before Doge, before COVID money printing. So, yeah. Fetch.ai. Everything looks good in the short term, I would argue. Yeah. But how far do we go? That's the question. How far do we go? Yeah, everything looks damn good. I mean, you may get some resistance with money flow not trying to come back into the green, but yeah. %23 down. I mean, that's the question. Do we, just break through this and keep going, or do we do something of this nature? I don't know. I don't know. Thoughts on AVAX? Yeah, that's a good question. Let's look at it. Triple bottom pattern. Triple bottom ain't as good as double bottom. That's the thing too. That CPI freaking, because if that CPI didn't come out good, guys, we'd be looking at something like this right now. We would be, you know what I mean? We'd be looking at least 29, maybe lower. But triple bottom gave us what we needed. Now you're in a whole different environment. Now you're at least coming back up to probably 39. I would guess, I mean, maybe not that much, who knows, but I would guess you're probably coming back up there. And when you do, that's the question. Do you break back up to the yearly highs, or do you reject and come back down? We'll see. In the case of rejecting and coming back down, I would say direction of money flow is the main, you know, main case for something of that nature into July or whatever. What could bring us down there? I mean, I don't know, rising unemployment potentially. Because the thing too, guys, this is the thing. Okay, so the reason we jumped, inflation is down. But what also happens when inflation goes down a lot of times? Unemployment rate rises. So we got to be careful with this. 3.9, that could become easily 4% relatively soon. Miami real estate, I would guess it would jump up higher. I want to look at Case Shiller. Making a new high here. If you guys remember when I had CVO Crypto on, he was making the case for something like this with that pattern. What we could see towards the end of the decade would be something like this. On average, another 20% for real estate would make sense. I mean, if you get $1 million house right now, worth 1.2 by the end of the decade, would make sense. Maybe a little bit more, give or take, but I could see that potential. What we also could do here is let's draw a little fib. Yeah. Right. Yeah, right around there. 28, early 28 might be the place to get out. Pizza. And there are a lot of meme tokens. I've not looked at Quaint in a minute. Oh, that has been a disappointment. Yeah, not much going on. I wanted to look at Algo as well. Yeah, not too much. Short term, I think you'll get something, but yeah, a lot of these altcoins. I mean, you're in a large reverse head and shoulders, which I like. You know. You'll eventually get to 50 cents, I think, but I don't know. I don't know what happens before then. Do we see a another bottom there? I don't know. Bitcoin 90K bound to 24K. I could see that, Mark. Absolutely. What do I want to say here? I gotta be careful with my camera. How did Bonk do throughout this? And by the way, guys, if you guys want to trade, make some of these trades over on like FAIRDESK, Bybit, MEXC, those are 3 exchanges. Links down below. If you sign up to any of those with my link down below, deposit at least $100 and open a support ticket with your UID. And the exchange you deposit on, I will give you 1 free month in the Discord with a lot of really good TA and that type of stuff. In a really good position that I like right now. So yeah. This is questionable. I mean, I don't know. I'd stay away from it based on the 5-day and the weekly. But who knows? Tough to say. How much is a Solana phone right now? I wonder if... I want to look that up. Because that's... If you guys are not aware, Bonk came with the Solana phone. Like a new like unopened. Okay, they're asking 4K for it on. Wow, let's see. Just want to see, yeah, new for, yeah, they're asking between 2K. Okay, you ain't getting 4K. You probably get like 2K for it. Yeah, so they're not worth a crazy amount, but you know, I mean, I don't know how much the bonk is worth on it, but probably a good amount. It's still high up. So yeah. I know NFTs have been lagging behind. I mean, a lot of altcoins have been, including alt stuff, NFTs. We'll see what happens. Yeah, just waiting on my Mutant Ape to do something, hopefully, by the end of the year or the next year. Did you open it and claim the bonk, low? But yeah, it's still, I mean, in general, I still think we're going to see a generally bullish time for, most markets until kind of 2028, I think, that area. So yeah. It's like a Microsoft week, or it's something to look at like that true, yeah, like every time you have that trigger wave. I think this is the largest market cap, 3.14 trillion. It would not surprise me if Apple starts to creep up on this a bit. Nvidia has kind of lost some of the hype, I would argue. The other thing too, I just want to remember, funding rates still generally kind of negative. About to get stopped out in profit there. Positive there on ETH. The Bybit has the most liquidity, so that could usually tell us something. Pretty neutral. I would argue it's still an environment where you could keep going, but people have been flocking to open though a little bit. Oh, okay, the pre-order, yeah, the sequel is never as good as the original. The Saga 2 is already, you got airdrops before you got it? Video. Oh yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, back to that's a question here. Do we keep going? I mean, it looks like she might. Yeah, based on that weekly. I mean, yeah, sometimes it looks like you're along the top, but yeah. And then some inflation metrics. Oil keeps going down. That's a good thing. Well, going up a little bit, but you know what I mean. The thing is, inflation could creep back on us, though, if we look at, I'm just kidding, cattle, all that. That's the problem here. Because that may be higher for longer, higher rates for longer. That may be that situation. Unless this does come down. I don't know. Let's see, that was cattle. A good old OJ. Okay, oh yeah, that's damn it. It's not over until the OJ is over. The OJ was looking bearish. Now it popped up. Damn it. So yeah, that monthly and that 3 week would look like nice continuation for orange juice. Yeah, inflation ain't over, guys. Inflation ain't over. I was hoping it would be. But yeah. Eggs were the one that went nuts, right? Eggs. There we go. Yeah, we're doing some TA on the eggs. Eggs is what. Yeah, that was a significant correction. Up 43. Eggs are volatile, man. I have not looked at sushi in a while. Let's take a look. Oh, it's actually, I don't know, Coinbase maybe. Or was there probably Binance we want? Yeah. Obviously lagging behind quite a bit. Reverse head and shoulders. I would hope he would jump up, but I don't know if there's really too much going on with sushi. Short term looks decent though. I mean, you probably would eventually get back up to 3 something, maybe a 3 to 4x in the next year to year and a half. So yeah. Phantom. Short term decent. The real question, like everything else, can you break above 125? I would argue potentially no, but we want to see here. Okay. Airdrop's nice. That's interesting. Yeah, Solana has not let us down too much. Hmm. Hmm. Trying to think here. Um. Yeah. Oh wait, am I looking at the wrong? There's more data on this, right? I'm not. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, you probably could get back up to 350. Maybe if you break above there, yeah. I don't know. You probably keep going. You're probably right. I mean, I'm being probably too paranoid, too pessimistic on the memes, but I mean, who the hell knows? You could keep going, yeah. Same with Satoshi party, Satoshi's, Satoshi. Let's see here. Let's see. Satoshi's. Kids and their Satoshis. We accepted Satoshis. Satoshi. Yeah, I don't know. What else is there to look at right now? I mean, went through a lot of shit. Amazon's the only one that's looking more questionable. It'll probably freaking break up or something because everything else is. But Amazon, I mean, 2 week looks good, but like when you get to some of these time frames, it looks pretty bearish. I would say probably, when you find whatever the hell here is bullish, it'll probably make it break up farther. But that monthly could be a wrench in, yeah. Um, Alts, the time to buy alts, I think, is going to be. Let me just look at another one. Oh no, we looked at Matic first. I'm trying to maybe Sol v Bitcoin. Yeah, it's not. I mean, if you do come down farther here, this is not a good example. This doesn't do normal things, but I don't know. Probably Cardano Bitcoin would be one to keep an eye on. That 2 week like bull div from there highly likely would give us what we need. So yeah. I just want to look at, oh yeah, one of my favorites. Ape. Probably gonna get up to $1.36 again potentially. I like the 5-day Foreman, potentially something there. Brewing on the weekly, maybe I'm just seeing stuff because I own Ape, but oh man, that Bitcoin valuation, that is sexy good right there. Never seen a worse chart. But we'll see. See what happens there. Ape ETH would be more optimistic, I would hope. Yeah, holding that low so far. Satoshi is the house. Satoshi is in the house. Evan, Satoshi, Aldo. Anyway, guys, probably going to wrap it up in a minute. Not too much else to talk about. Almost been on a minute, an hour. If you guys are interested in Discord, if you sign up to any of the any exchanges with my link down below, deposit at least $100. I'll give you one free month. Just open a support ticket with your UID. And the exchange you signed up for, a really good community in there. So yeah. Oh yeah, Matic ETH was an interesting chart. Oh wait a second, that's the wrong. This one was the one. Yeah, I mean it does look decent. But I think a month or two would really be the DCI. Ape is still a good coin. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think we need to let it brew for a month and see. But yeah. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could really look at the moment. I mean, maybe something where the pairs. Sol versus ETH. I don't know if it. I would think it would reject here and bleed against ETH a bit more, but who knows? Never underestimate Sol. Thinking here. Yeah, new all-time high for that one. I was just like thinking what would potentially, yeah, I guess weekly bear div. If you break up from this shit, I mean, yeah, you're looking at freaking. Let's just see here. I mean. Yeah. It would be in June at some point. If you just keep bullish, I would think you'd see 5,500. So yeah. Remember when the S&P 500 was $900 a share? Me neither. Year I was born. Anyway, really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get going. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night or your day. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye.